Hello again. I'm out in the garage messing around with one of my truck winter wheels, and yeah, just as a side note, here's my Impala SS with some of the front end mocked up, and all this stuff is just clamped in there for now. Front subframe rail, front cross member support, core support, other wheel tub, other things just on the left hand side. None of this is welded in there, just mocked up for now. I'll make a video about that later. There's the right hand subframe rail. But what I wanted to talk about here was this is one of my truck wheels, my winter wheels. I have a set of 4 of these, and I put them on in the winter. And anyways, 3 of them are holding air real tight. This one here had a slow leak, and I pinpointed it down to the valve with some soap bubble solution. And then so valve has to come out, and valve's probably nothing wrong with it, but you have to destroy it to get it out of there. I got more, so I got another new valve right here, and tools I need to put them in. And I took a Dremel, and yeah, basically the leak, I'm pretty sure, was caused by corrosion in that valve bore. And the thing is, you can see these wheels have the salt has pretty much had its way with them, and I don't care. But anyways, in order to get at the stem, you got to break the bead. And yeah, I got my handy dandy little Harbor Freight special here, little Harbor Freight tire tool, and this thing's cheap and dirty, and that's what I use. That's what I use to break the bead. That's basically what I have for a tire machine here, and this thing works. And there's holes to bolt it down, and you don't need to bolt it down. I've never bolted it down, so you don't have to bolt it to the floor. And yeah, the way this works is you lay the tire, you lay the wheel down. I can't. You lay the wheel down with the tire laying right in here, and then you take this lever, and that's your bead breaker. And you adjust this with the holes, whatever, get it to sit where you want to sit, and put that right over the bead, and you apply downward pressure on the bead by using this pry bar. Goes in the end of there, and you just kind of stand on it with your own weight, stabilize it, push down with the lever, break the bead. So anyways, I'm fixing the hole, and then I realize even though this bead is not leaking, it's still corroded badly. So I decided, since I've got the bead broken, to clean the bead. And you need abrasives for that. And here's what I found is a really good tool for that. It's working really well. And if you ever have to do this kind of work, I recommend one of these. I bought these for stripping paint. They're real aggressive, and they work pretty good. If you got a big job, you got to buy a bunch of them because they wear down. They eventually wear away down to a nub. So they're consumable, but they work. And anyway, so I've been taking the drill and getting around it like this to clean that out in there, because what I found is the inside of this bead, even though it's not leaking yet, it looks a lot like this inside of there. And you can see how there's silvery dust here. That's the aluminum, where it's cleaning that out of there, cleaning it down to shiny metal in there, making a nice, clean, smooth surface. And if you can see the inside. This is where I've been. All right, if you can see the inside, this is where I've been, all around the bead, and here I am. I'm going around. Okay, if you can see, I'm going around, and here's where I haven't been yet. Okay, See the difference? So there's the corrosion. You see that line of corrosion there? And you see a little black that was left behind from the tire rubber. All right, and then so here's where I've been. I'm going around. I'm about halfway around, and it doesn't take long. I just decided to stop and talk about this in case somebody else. All right, so here I am going around, nice and clean, and I got to keep going and get all that. So that's the plan. We're going to finish that up and get that all clean and shiny before I seat this bead. Now, and I also made a couple of marks. There's a paint mark there, and you can see corresponding paint mark there, and that's so I want to put the tire back in the exact spot so it does not need to be rebalanced. The bottom bead is not broken, so it has not lost its position. I'm not going to break both beads at once. I only intended to break this bead to access the valve tool, clean that out. Got a new valve here, and then anyways, I decided even though this bead is not leaking, it's so corroded, I'm gonna clean it and seal it proactively. And here's what I want to seal it with. This stuff is great. I've been using this stuff a lot, and I've been using this. I spray the whole bottom of the truck. I shoot everything that ain't moving with this stuff if it needs corrosion protection. And this is also, I have been using this on tires, and it works great. This works really good for it's safe on rubber. Says so on the label back here if you read it, but it works great. It seals rubber. You can use it as a lube when you need to get this stuff. You got to pull this thing back in there. You got to lube it up with something. It's not going to go easy. You can lube it up with this. I've talked about this stuff before, but I'll show it again. It's kind of a Cosmoline type of stuff, and you just brush it on all over the place. And I use this for a bead sealant. I've already used it on lawn tractor tires, tires on my trailer, tires on my truck, and now these tires are going to get it all around after I clean this. Of course, this stuff is not going to seal something that's, it's so corroded and pitted that it can't make a seal anymore. But if you've got something that's bright and clean and shiny, and then slather it up with this, get it all on the rubber, get it all on the metal, get it all in that bore, get it all in this thing, and it works great. So highly recommend it. So yeah, that's what I got going there. Just wanted to talk about that, and I'm going to finish what I'm doing here and get my winter wheels on the truck, get them ready to go for winter. Thanks for watching. So long.